fun gal here with us today, Mariana Branch, who is Executive Director of the Kingsville Public Library. How you doing, kid?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You came out in the cold.
I did.
Are you open today?
Yes, we are open today. That's a very good question.
Yeah,
yes.
I wondered if you guys were open.
We were open Wednesday as well, until about 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I remember a couple weeks ago, I believe it was, when you had to close because of the conditions that were out there.
Yeah.
Kathy did too here.
Yeah. It's a hard call for us to make. It really is.
That's what she said, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing I think with the superintendents, how hard it is for them to call off school.
Mm.
Because,
and it's a no-win situation.
Yeah,
Some people complain whether you close it or not close it.
right.
Yeah, it's a tough call because a lot of people count on the libraries and stuff. So what are you going to do?
Right. We had a lot of
first.
staff members snowed in the Wednesday morning,
There you
so
are.
it was hard. We had a limited staff.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You live close to there.
I live close, but sometimes still it's a challenge.
I know.
Yeah.
I know how you.
Yeah, 84. You know where the Grape
Oh.
Research branch is. That snow just blows over the road. And
Right.
if
right.
people don't know the area, it could be quite dangerous.
I know your, your library has a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have you on the show to see if you could give us some updates on what's coming up.
Sure.
I'm very interested in your movies, and you did send me a reminder on one of the movies. We couldn't remember the name of it. It was Rush.
Yeah, Rush.
Which I have DVR'd, and I watched the end of it tonight. I got through the first 20 minutes, but we started it late. And I didn't get through it. But it's a story about two race drivers from back in the 70s. I believe it's Nicky Lauda and James Hunt. And Lauda's still living. Hunt died very young at the age of 45. But they had a huge competition going on back in those
Big
days.
rivalry, and it was based on a true story.
And it's a true story. So you're going to have that. You have some other ones coming up.
Yeah, that one, and it was produced by Ron Howard,
Yes,
too.
yes,
so
it was.
fans of Ron Howard's productions, you know, it should be pretty good. That one is not until Sunday, February 23rd.
Okay.
And it's at 2 p.m.
That is R-rated.
It is R-rated, yes.
I mean, shame on you.
Yeah, this is not for kids, yeah. Now, we do have a kids movie, though, on another day, but...
He said he's ashamed.
Yeah.
I said shame on you.
Oh, I thought you said you.
Now, it's probably for a little language, I would suspect with this. You know,
there was a little nudity.
and back a few years ago when The King's Speech came out,
Yes.
that was actually our first R-rated film that we showed, and it was because of the language. And,
I give you credit for doing that.
well, you know, and it is for adults, and we provide services for everyone, so...
Yeah, that's
you know.
one of my problems why I don't go to Pymatooning when it was open, because they always had kids shows. In my day, in Steve's day, we'd go to a drive-in and they had adult shows, and you weren't watching a cartoon or something.
Right.
But so I think that's a good idea.
So we post the rating. We make sure that, you know, who's walking in the door are age appropriate or have an adult with them.
Well, what Pat's
so
saying is he likes to see filth.
Yeah.
Basically. Now, the one you got coming up, I have DVR'd that.
Oh, you have About Time?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunday, if we don't have another blizzard, you know, we will be there. You know, we'll be set up and ready to go.
Where do you have these in the library, or is it in the...
They're at the Welcome Center.
Welcome Center.
We have a wonderful blank, huge white wall, and it's the best movie screen. It is. It just makes a phenomenal movie
They show the film
screen.
on a wall.
Yeah, but we have surround sound, so...
Do you have some?
We do. We have
It's kind of a
surround sound.
low-budget organization, isn't it?
Not really.
On a wall?
Well, we're
no,
on a
I'm
budget.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it
But
works.
it works really well.
It works.
And we
That's what-
pop
You have
the
a screen
popcorn.
too, though, don't you?
We do have a screen, but the wall is larger. so it works out
At
better
least it's
than
not
the
a sheet,
screen.
a great big
Yeah,
sheet.
it's not a sheet. There's no wrinkles. You know, you can really see the film.
You have popcorn, which is free, right?
Yes. The popcorn is free. We've joked we make it extra salty, so if you need a drink, we have a water pop, and we have some candy because who can see a movie without some candy? So yes, the popcorn is free. Admission is always, there's no charge for that.
Unbelievable. This is great. I think it's wonderful. Now, what time is this?
Okay, they're at 2 p.m. So,
okay.
For those who go to church or, do brunch or whatever, sleep in, they can make it by 2.
And that is rated R also.
It is. This is a love story. It's called About Time, and it's from the same producer as Love Actually and 4 Weddings and a Funeral, if you remember those.
Who stars in that one?
You asked me last time, and I should have written down
It's not on there?
if you remember the girl from The Notebook, I believe that's the same actress
yeah.
from The Notebook, and she was really wonderful in that.
And the kid, I wouldn't say it was Timberlake, but I might be wrong.
No, I don't think that is
No,
him.
no.
Yeah, I don't think that
We'll
is.
go to the movie and you'll find out.
Come to the movie. Yeah, come to the movie. Get out. This is our Valentine's Day themed movie, so bring your sweetheart or, you know.
And it's R-rated, too.
And coming up
You're
is
gonna get me in trouble.
one of my favorite
It's my job.
cartoons, Lady and the Tramp.
Yes.
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 And that will be on Valentine's Day.
Yes, it's on Valentine's Day. The kids don't have school on Valentine's Day.
They don't?
No, they don't.
I wonder why.
They have another long weekend. It's like a teacher in service day, and then they have Monday off as well. President's Day, if I'm not
Now that
mistaken.
shows at 1.
That is at 1, yes, 1 p.m. It's Lady and the Tramp, the classic, and Miss Bethany picked a great one. She wanted to do an old classic film.
Well, you know, I remember seeing Lady and the Tramp as a little kid. It was made, I think, in '52 or something by Disney. And the classic scene, of course, when they go out to an Italian restaurant and share a spaghetti dinner and meatballs. And I'll tell you what, I had just watched this. I could watch that every day, basically. I watched this about 6 months ago, and I told Michelle, she goes, "Why do you watch these cartoons?" I go, "That's what I grew up with." I watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, yeah.
Look that up.
Well, Bambi's my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
I love Bambi.
Aw.
Yeah.
Now, who picks these films again?
Oh, we do. And
All
the
of you
patrons
too.
tell us,
Okay.
we want to see this, we want to see that. Now,
Oh, okay.
sometimes, unfortunately, we can't accommodate the patrons' requests. I really wanted to show The Butler. That one has a special movie license that you have to pay a little extra for.
Okay.
So for our budgeting, you know, we have like a umbrella
I
license.
love The Butler. Butler was a great movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah, yeah. And Las Vegas.
Yeah, I got that on
I wanted to
DVR.
show that one too.
That's
but
a fun- that's a
you
fun
know,
movie.
I
Is that any
couldn't-
good, Steve?
It's fun. Yeah,
supposed to be
Michael
fun.
Douglas and
Yeah.
Kevin Kline.
Isn't Morgan
De Niro.
Freeman
Morgan
and
Freeman,
yeah.
De Niro, I
yeah.
think's in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a fun movie. It was enjoyable.
So-
Yeah.
You know, speaking of movies, I watched a movie recently, Steve, and you'll be aware of it. De Niro was in it. It's called The Family.
Yeah. They went to France, relocated.
Yes,
I
I
haven't seen
hated
that
that
one.
movie.
Really?
Yes, I did not like
Well,
it.
you know, I saw it at the movie theater, and it was. I expected better.
Yeah.
I thought it would
Well,
be
De
better.
Niro's starting to go downhill a little bit.
Yeah, he's slipping a little
Unfortunate
He's taking roles that are.
that he doesn't need to
Yeah,
take.
right.
But he's not the De Niro of the '70s
No.
anymore.
That's too bad.
Now you got Rush coming up, and that is on February 23rd.
23rd, yeah.
Good movie. You want to check
Yeah.
that
So,
out.
Very
you
good.
know, if you need the schedule, again, online on our website, if you don't have that, just call. If you call and listen to the message, I always try to update that
What's your
message.
number?
It's 224-0239.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they can call and get all the information. And closings as well. You mentioned the closings. So, you know, whenever we close, if you friend us on Facebook, if you call the message.
Oh, I thought that was the name of a movie.
No. If we close due to the weather, yeah, just call and you'll get the message.
Some
So.
medication.
Yeah.
Bear with us.
A little
Lauren.
cough medicine this morning.
Sorry.
He's got a sty. He
I do have a side.
can't see or.
That's
What's this
miserable.
with Lincoln?
Well, Lincoln, I'm really excited about this. Christina Fisher from the high school, she is the librarian there, or media specialist is her title. And she has studied Lincoln in Springfield, and she's going to be at the library Wednesday at 4 p.m.
This coming Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday, the 12th. And we're going to have a program probably about 4 to 5, and she's going to bring all of her slides from her trip to Springfield. She spent a week there studying Lincoln,
Wow.
going to his home, going to the law office. So, you know, if there are some history fans out there, it's really going to be a nice event, especially because it's Lincoln's birthday that day. So, you know, we're celebrating his birthday. We do have some giveaways, so we'll do some door prizes. I've ordered 2 books. One is a biography on Lincoln, and the other one, I have to look here. I have to have my cheat sheet here. I believe both of them were more of a biography. But then I also have 2 books that are geared for ages, let's say, 5th grade through 8th grade. So we're hoping to get some of the younger kids out as well, learn about their American history. And then we have that big quilt, and I couldn't bring it today because it's hanging on our wall. So I didn't want to take it down in the library. But gosh, I think it was like 59 inches by, it was big. It's
Beautiful,
a big hanging wall quilt. It's red, white, and blue. It's a patriotic theme.
Sure.
It's really beautiful, and it was hand quilted by our quilters.
Wow.
There at the library.
You know, it'd be nice if you could get the movie Lincoln after this.
You know, we
Are you
showed
thinking about
we
it?
showed that movie.
Oh, you
Yeah, they already have.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry, I did not know that.
Well, the Conspirator. That one was the last one we showed on Lincoln. I think that was the name of it, right? It was about the assassination and
yes.
the woman that
I
was
watched that
involved.
one. Yeah, that was a good movie.
That was a good movie. So
Yeah.
we did show that one, and it was probably rated R too. So.
Robin Wright played the lady that was involved and was hung by
Right.
for it.
But you didn't have the movie that won the Academy Award then.
The Lincoln.
That Lincoln.
You know, it's
That's-
now I don't even remember. I'll be honest with you. I don't think we played that one. We had
That's
the
a great
Conspirator.
movie.
So.
That one,
Yeah.
particular one.
Yeah.
I'm not telling them what to
Right,
do.
no, but we want
if you
people
don't get
to
it,
tell
then I'll
us
never
what
show up
movies
again.
they want to see, what they missed in the theater, you know, because some of these movies come in and out real quick. Like
Right.
here in Ashtabula, it may be here for a couple days, and then it's moved on, and, you know, getting out to Erie this winter has been pretty impossible, so.
Kathy has told us that she, of course, they give a rent out the, or I don't think rent out the word of DVDs.
Yeah, you can check out.
Are you into that same system
Yes.
where you get up to date
Yes.
versions of movies?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
And now that we're in Cleveland, you know, we're in that consortium with all these libraries. They'll have like 300 copies of the newest movies. So they cycle through pretty quickly. And you can always put a hold on an item before it even comes out. So if you see it, you know, on the catalog, you can put a hold on it, and then you're going to be at the top of the list. So yes, we do get the new movies. We have TV series. That's the other thing that a lot of people are coming in to see. Downton Abbey has been super popular.
Oh, big time.
Very popular.
I'm trying to think. Breaking Bad. We have. You know, we're trying to pick up all the, you know, HBO or Stars or some of the more popular TV series, because people aren't, you know, can't afford cable all the time. So, you know, that's we're providing that service. We also have Blu-rays. So if someone has a Blu-ray player, those are more frequently in stock because not everybody has upgraded to a Blu-ray player yet.
Right,
so.
right. Is Blu-ray a better picture? Is that what that-
Yeah,
It's pretty much high definition films, wouldn't you say, Mike?
Yeah.
It's
is
just
a
cleaner
cleaner
picture.
I agree with
told
you.
Michelle the other night, I go, when this one goes, or maybe before that, we're going to get a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess you can play the old ones on it now.
Just gonna say that you can play the regular DVDs or the Blu-ray.
Do
Right.
you have one?
Yes.
Do you really?
Oh, the difference is amazing.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yes.
And Walmart, their prices have come down.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
You
not
can get
they
not
used to be real
pitching a certain
expensive.
store,
You
but
can get
you
it for under
know.
$100, I think.
Oh,
now.
I think they've come down to like 59,
There you are.
70.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. If you watch the deals, you can.
Maybe I'll get one this weekend.
Once you go now, we'll just take a commercial.
Right.
Yeah. So Wednesday, February 12th,
Okay.
Lincoln. So come and be there, and
Just
it's going
coming
to
Wednesday,
be
4 o'clock to 5.
about 4 to 5. Yeah, maybe we'll go a little longer. We have our refreshments. We're trying to make our refreshment themed to what Lincoln really loved to eat, and we're like trying to figure that out.
Which
Do
was?
you know what he
Well,
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
No, it wasn't peanut butter and jelly.
Oh.
He really liked natural foods, so I don't know. Honey was one of his favorites.
He
I
liked
don't have
honey.
it all here, but yeah, we did a little research. You know, we're librarians, so we go that step further. You know.
Do you have
to
any
find
other
out.
items that you like?
Oh, I have so
No, I
much
meant
going
what he
on.
liked to eat as well.
Oh, you know, I don't have them. I'll email you.
Okay.
Because I seriously, we researched
It's
this
hard for
to
me to
see.
even picture what
Yeah.
Lincoln was.
I think he liked like fresh apples and honey were two of the things, but I'll look at the other stuff.
Okay.
It's interesting,
I wonder
you
if
know.
he drank or anything.
I don't know. Did you know they tried to steal his body though?
Yes.
Okay, so
They did. They did try to steal his body.
Yeah.
I think more than once. I
yeah,
think.
and they've moved his burial spot, so we'll learn about cool.
That would
facts
be
like
interesting
that.
stuff.
It will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Okay, so what's next? What's next? There's so much going on. So you haven't heard about Zinio yet? Kathy didn't come on and talk about that
I
yet?
don't know what Zinio is.
Okay, Zinio are digital magazines, and I brought my digital device
You did.
for you, so you can kind of flip through and see what they are. But CleveNet, now that we're part of this huge consortium, they always offer new services to our library patrons, and we're very excited. They've added on Zinio, which are digital magazines. So now the library can provide you with your magazine subscription.
There you
So
go.
we're adding extra value to, you know, that library card. There's no cost involved. It's kind of like checking it out like a book, but it's even better because it never expires. You never have to return it. It'll always be on your account. and you can keep as many issues as you want. There's no
on
no
your
limit.
computer.
You can do it on your computer. You can do it on a laptop. You can look at it on an iPhone or a digital phone. You can use any kind of tablet. Some of the tablets are a little harder to load onto, so that's why we're here at the library. We can
but you
help
can't
people.
read that because it's so little.
Well, you make it bigger.
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't have something.
Yeah, or you can hit, there's a button here somewhere that I can hit just text only, and you could just read the text. For people who are very savvy with their devices, which I'm not quite there yet, but you can actually cut and paste. Like, let's say there was a recipe in a magazine, you could actually take a screenshot of it, and then you can save it in a file and print it out and save your recipe that way. So it's really neat. And then National Geographic we have, and it's all like interactive video. So when you open up the file, instead of seeing just a cover with a photograph, it's a running video. So if they're in a village in Africa, you're actually watching a video of them interacting. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
This technology.
You know, in this day and age, we find, you know, when we were kids, Steve and I were kids, we go to the library and use encyclopedias and that sort of stuff. The kids don't need that anymore.
They still need the you know, the book as a reference for a lot of reports. Encyclopedias are kind of going by the wayside.
Are they?
Through our databases, you can get electronic encyclopedias, but we still have them in the library. So if the child needs to reference that,
so basically, what you and Kathy are saying, libraries have to basically go to 2014 technology.
Correct.
Or otherwise you're not going to be in business.
Right. And well, so do the students though, because this is, you know, this is the way our lives are going into technology, and for their futures and for their jobs, they really need to know how to use these devices and to move forward. And you know, I think it's a learning curve for everyone.
I say this to you know, I graduated in '66, and they were telling us back then, and I say this all the time, they were telling us, get into computers. Yeah, we laughed at them. It wasn't until the 80s when we really got into computers here in Connie at the News Herald when I worked there. But they were telling me back in the 60s, late 60s, that computers are going to be the thing of the future.
But you have to remember, for kids too, they're wired differently. The way
way different.
They are able to learn this technology so quickly and at such a young age. They can actually teach us things sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, my daughter can show me how to do things,
Yes.
you know, on my little tablet here that I'm like, oh, I can't figure that out. So, you know, it's the wave of the future. We're not getting rid of all of our magazines. It's actually, you have a double service now. We are not duplicating the magazines that we have in digital format. So you're almost getting twice as many materials now that you can get your hands on. But the digital magazines are nice because once you download the magazine you want, the next issue will automatically come to your computer and you can just read it.
Unbelievable.
And Steve and I were talking, I had to take my mom to the doctor the other day, and I was sitting in the doctor's office and I was joking that I didn't have to touch the magazines that were laying there, you know, that maybe somebody sneezed on. You know, I could look at my own magazines and I had, you know, the ones that I wanted to read. But I have the whole list here. I don't know if you want to look at this. Now, through the digital magazines, there's over 100. I think there's like 117.
Wow.
And I highlighted some of the more popular ones, you know.
Like Esquire.
How did I know he was going to pick that one?
Discover, Beer Connoisseur.
Beer Connoisseur. I think there's a Food Network.
Martha Stewart, Living.
Yeah.
Popular Mechanics, Popular Photography, and Popular Science. Reader's Digest.
Yeah.
Any sports
Rolling
stuff?
Stones on here.
Oh, Rolling Stones.
Unbelievable.
I think there's I want to say
Sports?
there's a baseball. Baseball America is on there. So that's a sports one.
Baseball
That would be
America.
another one. Yeah.
Weight Watchers, Woman's Day, Ladies Home Journal, Knitters Magazine, Interweave Crochet.
That's popular at our
Really?
library. Yeah, yeah.
Good Housekeeping. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. So think about how much a magazine subscription costs.
Yeah.
And how much you can save, you know.
And this is all free.
Yes. It's part of your library services. So, yes, it's
All
there.
right, you got a memo here from Beth.
Uh-oh.
This is an update on All About Time Actors, the movie that we were talking about.
Oh.
The actor is Domhnall Gleeson. Never heard of him. And Rachel McAdams, who was in The Notebook.
Thank you.
Rachel McAdams,
Yeah.
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's from Beth Vendetti.
Yeah.
Who's an
Thanks,
assistant,
Beth.
assistant with you, right?
Yeah, she's one of our staff members there. And
Pretty girl. Very pretty girl. What else you got?
all right, well, let's see. What's next? Are we ready for spring?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm ready for
Overdue.
spring. I don't know about everybody else,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
ready. So this is a little advanced, but in March, the Master Gardeners of Asheville County are going to visit all of the libraries. So check with any library you visit frequently, whether it be Conneaut or Harbor or, Kingsville. But on March 29th, which is a Saturday, from 10 to noon, they're going to come in and they're going to talk about gardening. And they've done this for the past few years. And every single year they hit on a new topic. So this year, I had to laugh when I saw this. It's called Thriller, Spiller, and Filler of Growing Flower
For goodness
Containers.
sake.
So if you want to have beautiful flower containers, this is it.
Is R-rated or?
No, saving seeds.
Well, you'll be in spring by then. Is
Well,
it
yeah, we hope
21st?
so.
Well, officially.
We
Yeah.
hope so. You won't be able to stick anything in the ground, I don't think, that early. When do people put their peas in? We need to know. That's an early.
Well, in onions, you
Yeah.
can plant onions around St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, so we're about that time. But this time they're talking about saving your seeds, cucumbers, and composting along with the flower containers. So it'll be really great. That's on March 29th.
Okay.
And of course, May is around the corner. We have lawn sale that will be May 17th. It's our 40th year.
Wow.
So we're very excited that we're celebrating this big anniversary. We will have our 5K race again, so we'll have to bring Tyler back.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We'll do
Yeah,
that.
so that'll be
Well,
our
I'm
second
planning on
race.
having you at least once a month.
I hope so, yeah. Yeah.
Because you have a ton of stuff going on
Yeah.
out there. And we want to promote Kingsville, North Kingsville, because that's where I used to live. And I really like those towns. I really do. I think they're nice villages. So this is going to be on what day? March 29th.
The gardening
From
is
10
on
o'clock
March
until
29th,
noon.
10 to noon. Yep.
At the CIMAC Welcome Center.
Yep.
Tell the folks out there where that is actually located.
It is right across the street from the front doors of the library.
I've never been in your library.
Oh,
ever.
shame on you.
I know.
You
Shame
gotta
on me.
come out
That's
and
right.
see it. Yeah.
I remember back in the 60s when I was in a rock band, we played in the church. They had an auditorium in there. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was on the corner of Crick Road and what is that, 193?
At the Baptist church?
Yeah.
At the First Baptist
And we
Church,
played in
Yeah.
there on a stage. I remember that.
yeah.
Is that church still open?
Oh yeah,
Is
they
it?
just celebrated their 100th anniversary.
Is that right?
If I'm
Oh.
correct. Yeah, this past summer. They have a great, very active congregation.
Didn't CIMAX donate this to the community?
Yeah, this used to be the little brick schoolhouse that sat across the street from the Kingsville Academy, for those who love their history. And I'm so enthralled by Kingsville history. It really is amazing. So this little school was built for overflow because they had so many kids. They had it was like 2nd through 4th grade.
Okay.
So they needed an overflow space. So the school was used for that. And then through the years it changed. It was closed for a while, and then I have to think, I believe a Grange was in it for a while.
Grange.
Church, Open Door Church, when they first opened, I believe, was using the building.
Mm-hmm.
But then Mr. and Mrs. Simek were very gracious to us, and they wanted to, give us the building so we could use it for community events.
Mm-hmm.
So hence comes our movies and our, garden club things and presentations on Lincoln and
How nice is
history.
that? That is
and
wonderful.
author visits, and yes, so without that space, we couldn't do half of what we do
Sure.
at the library today.
Sure.
So it's a very important building. We've had to, we just fixed the slate roof, so we kept the slate, and it's a beautiful facility, and we're looking at hopefully getting it handicapped accessible because it's that old schoolhouse where they had the few stairs to go up into the main area. So there's a lot of plans for, that building.
Now, Just during the break, this amazes me. I'm sorry I got to bring this up, but you went to school to be an
I think
archaeologist.
you're gonna bring this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my degree is in.
An
Yeah.
archaeology.
I find that,
Yeah.
why? How did you
Yeah.
get into that?
You know, I first studied architecture, and I had an uncle who just retired from being an architect, and I thought that's what I wanted to be for the rest of my life. And it just, after 3 years of pure torture at Kent State, it just wasn't the right direction for me. And my freshman year, I had an archaeology course with this amazing professor, Dr. Proofer. And he was such an inspiration, and he just made it just the most interesting thing in the world. And again, it's this love of history. And I ended up changing my major, and I graduated with my degree in archaeology.
Did you ever work in the business?
No, I didn't. I started off my career in new home construction, and that came from my architecture learnings, you know.
Right.
But, you know, archaeology was amazing, and I met my husband that way. So
Yeah.
it's our Valentine's Day story, right? So if I hadn't changed my major, I wouldn't have met my husband. I had 3 classes with him.
Really?
Yeah, my last year of college. So
Oh, good for you.
I think it was a little bit of fate working.
Could be.
So-
Did you
Sure.
do you use the architecture thing with the house, with your own house?
Yes, we used it with our own home, and believe it or not, these skills come in use at the library because, you know, at the library there's a lot of maintenance, and it's part of a director's job, you know, to be balancing budgets, to figuring out how are we going to replace a roof. Also, space is always an issue in a library, so when you're having to deal with you know, adding more computers or needing to move things around so we have more community space, more seating, it is really come in handy for me to have those skills.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't like a wasted degree by any stretch of the
Absolutely
imagination.
not. I would never say it was a wasted degree. Yeah.
Do you have it in you that you would still like to go out and study stones or not stones, but
Yeah, no, I know what he means. Yeah.
Well, I
yeah.
asked Mariana, did you
Yeah.
ever go on a dig?
Yeah, no, I.
Is that what they call it, right?
Yeah,
A dig?
it is a dig. My husband went on one, and I was able to go on their dig, and it was in southern Ohio, and it was very
Oh,
interesting.
not
what were they
country.
digging for?
Well,
Stones.
they were actually uncovering a village, you
Really?
know, Native
Really?
American, site, and they were digging up, you know, arrowheads and other
Are you
fire pits.
Are you
and,
familiar with
know.
the Indian mounds that we have around here?
I am, yeah. My friend Bert Drennan,
Yeah,
him
yeah.
and I talk about, some of those things.
I mean, and I just found out at Tinker's Hollow there is an Indian mound there, and you know
Ah.
I've been down there 100 times and I never noticed it.
maybe that's where all the gold is, right? His
Maybe.
riches.
I'm gonna
Maybe.
check it
You
out
know,
right
the
after
old
the
stories
show.
about that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do love old architecture. I'm, you know, studying different sites like that.
It's a wonder. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a wonder you didn't major in history because you are.
Yeah,
history.
you know, but I don't think that love came till later.
Okay.
And part of that was through when you get an architecture degree, you have to study architectural history. You have to know every type of church they ever made
Right,
and the
right.
different, you know, types of arches they used, and
And we've never done this before. Tell us about your family. How many you have children?
Yes, I do. I have 2 children.
Two children, boy,
Yep,
girl.
a daughter and a son.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got one in middle school, one that's almost out of elementary school.
That little?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
young.
yeah.
And then your husband, you live out in Kingsville.
We live in Kingsville.
Yeah,
Yep.
and he
Yeah.
works out of.
He works in Painesville. He works for Lake County, and he does.
Did he follow up on his dream?
Well, he does his dream on the side. He's very artistic. He's a woodworker. He is a great illustrator. I hope my in-laws are listening right now. But you know, you have to work to have health insurance.
That's
So
right,
you
that's
know,
right.
he's got a good job with the county, and then the fun stuff comes on the
Good,
weekends, right?
good. So he
So.
he utilizes what he took up in college as
Yes,
a
yes.
hobby.
He also, and it's for the kids out there too. Kids off of school, listen, you know, you can do amazing things with these degrees. His degree was in archaeology. He went for his master's degree, and he focused on computerized mapping. And with that computerized mapping, now he has an excellent job with the county.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun? You guys travel or anything?
Yeah, we like to travel. I like to bake. I like to cook. you know, I don't know. There's so many things. I wish I had more time to read, which that doesn't happen. We enjoy being outside, hiking, and, you know, staying active.
That's what I miss right now, Marianne, is the grilling out. You can't even get out to my patio.
Yeah, you can't.
You know,
you can't even take a walk out, you know,
and you should.
in your back acre. You know, it's just too.
And you shouldn't, because it's just dangerous.
Cold.
Yeah, it's dangerous out there.
Yeah.
But have we covered everything?
Gosh, I think so for now. Yeah.
Do a recap on the movies.
Okay, so Sunday. Please don't let us be there all by ourselves.
Well, there's no football game.
Our Valentine's Day flick, About Time. Okay, so 2 p.m. Cymac Welcome Center. Friday, February 14th. It's not just a movie for kids, but if you have little ones, bring them. There's no school. That's at 1 p.m. on February 14th. We'll have Lady and the Tramp. Then on Sunday, February 23rd at 2 p.m. we have Rush, which we talked about, is the race car movie. Don't forget Wednesday to come out for the Lincoln event.
This coming Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday, the 12th. Yep.
That should be a very educational experience.
Yes.
Because you had the lady that actually went to Springfield, Illinois.
Spent a whole week there.
And doing research on Lincoln, and she'll be there.
Yeah. Christina will be there.
Speaking of history, I got an email from Pastor Samara Jenkins last night. They were doing a special thing, because of weather, they canceled it this past week, on the Amish. And they're having a special presentation for that. I thought that would be interesting too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You know, I want to know more about that culture. I don't know that much about it.
Yeah.
They have rescheduled for, I believe it's March 26th. So I'll get you more information on that as time goes by. But this kind of history stuff, like the one that Marianne is talking about with Lincoln, that is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, is she going to get into everything? I mean, the gal actually went to his house.
Yeah.
In his office?
Yeah, in his office.
I didn't realize he was still existing.
Yeah. So, and she'll talk about that, and her passion for history, and this is a good story too, it came from her mom dragging her to Civil War sites on the way home from their family vacation. And, you know, Christina said she really didn't have that interest until her mom did that. And then in 10th grade, she had a phenomenal teacher. So that just sparked her interest in history.
That's amazing how a teacher can guide you.
That's
yes,
right.
yeah.
They can affect.
Right,
Yeah.
and like I said, in college, you know, that one professor,
there you go.
He was the most profane German little dude that you've ever met. But he was just funny and interesting and really captured your, you know.
He was profane.
Oh yeah.
I knew he did on that.
Yeah, in college, you know, I guess you can get away with that, and now, but I mean, it was in a funny, good humor way.
I think that's hilarious.
But he was in India. He was German. His father was a Nazi. He was he was in like the Hitler Youth because his father was he was an ambassador. So I mean, the man had this. Just a phenomenal life, you know, and we miss him dearly.
Is he passed?
He passed from cancer. I think it's been 4 or 5 years now.
Is that right?
And yeah.
Wow.
And his students, you know, we all came to the memorial, and he's dearly missed.
Yeah. Did you went to the main campus then?
Yeah, I went to main campus.
I just went to the branch.
Oh, we have such a wonderful campus here in Ashtabula.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Of course, back in my day, it was a brick building on Lake Avenue or something.
Yeah, that wasn't available. You know, if that type of facility had been available just a few miles from your home, that's where you would start.
Sure. And they didn't offer now they offer several 4-year degrees.
Right.
So
Yes, they do.
It's really progressed.
Yeah, it's a great, great university.
It's come a long way.
Yeah.
Well, Marianne, always a pleasure having you on. Let's do this again next month.
It got a little interesting this time, huh?
It was excellent. It was excellent.
Well, you know, you make it interesting.
Because people need to know what our guests are about and what they do, and sometimes we forget to ask those questions, and I think we need to, because we want you to get more familiar with the neighborhood.
And if anyone ever has history questions, my goodness, Conneaut's got a great little historical section there. We've got one where we are, you know, for our genealogy fans, you know, who are looking for obituaries or articles on their loved ones, go to the library. There are a wealth of resources there for your genealogy work. So.
Very good. Come back, get a hold of me, or email me, or whatever, and we'll set something up.
All right,